Hello everyone, welcome to another version of my most famous video. So I posted a video about creating browser extensions about 2 years ago, and that was very well received by the audience. So it's about time to create a updated version for it. So this time you will learn how to create a browser extension in React and in Next.js. We will cover both of this platform. If you wonder why we are including Next.js here, it's because if you go to the new React docs, the React docs has recently been updated, and now they are pushing the default way of creating your React project should be using this command, that is create next tab, and basically it is using Next.js now. So yeah, I thought we should include this. All right, so to get started, first you need to know a few points. That are needed to create a browser extension. So I've listed them here. So as you can see, the first one is manifest file. So if you whenever you create our React app or Next app, we need the manifest file in the root of the project, that is manifest.json. It is basically an JavaScript object file which contains key value pairs, and it contains the information about the extension, that is its name, the version and description, and it is the entry point into that extension. Browser basically looks for that file to get everything ready. Also, it is a must-have file, and extension won't work without this. And then we have service worker. Service worker, it is not an mandatory thing. It basically adds more functionality to our extension. So we can listen to browser events, that is creating a new tab, closing it, or any other events, and we can make our extension react to it. So basically, if you want any of that kind of functionality, then you need service workers in your project. Then third, we have content scripts. Content scripts are basically JavaScript files, and these files, using this, you can modify or read the DOM element of web page. So for example, you might have seen some extension on the Chrome store that are quite famous, like the one that gives dark mode in all any web page, even the ones that does not support it. So basically it's using a content script to read the data of a web page and modify it. So that's what it does. So basically, service worker and content scripts, they both add extra functionality to your app, and manifest, the JSON file, is the entry point and the most important file in your project. All right, so we will see how everything works in the next section. Okay, so to get started, I have created a new project here using create next tab command. So this is a Next.js project, and if you are using React, don't worry, we'll cover that also. But if you're starting a new project into React, I would recommend that you go with Next.js now. But if you have an old project, don't worry, we'll cover that also. So this is page.tsx, which is the entry point into Next.js, and in this file I have removed all the boilerplate code and just added this div which contains two text elements, which is nothing fancy, just simple two text elements. If you are in React, then go to your index file and do the same, add something simple there for now. All right, so if you go into this, here you can see that we have 4 steps to follow in each of the whatever framework you're using. If you follow these 4 steps, you can easily add your extension in your browser. So the first step we have done, that is creating our project. I've used create next tab. The second step is create manifest.json, which I talked about earlier, this manifest file, the entry point in the extension. So let's get started with that. So I'm here in my next tab, and just remember that you need your manifest file in the root of your project. So in the root, I'm going to create a new folder called extension, and inside that I will create a new file called manifest.json. Okay, so this is a JSON file. That means we have to just create an object here, and it will contain key value pairs. So if you go to the the Chrome docs, you can see everything you can add in this file. So they have a very nice documentation about creating extensions, and here you can see that in the manifest file, these 3 parameters at the top are the required parameters, and the others are recommended and optional. So basically there is a huge list of parameters that you can add according to your need, whatever you want in an extension. So I will provide a link to this documentation in the description if you want to deep dive into it. For now we will add the basic things. So yeah, you can see these three things are the important things, so I am going to add those. So first is the name of the extension. I will call it extension tutorial. Next we will add version. So you can add any version that you want. I like to start with 0.0.1, but you can have whatever you want. Oh, I misspelled version here. Okay, so the third thing is manifest version. So here we will use version 3 because that's the latest manifest version API that is provided by Chrome. So there's another page of documentation for this. So this is the latest manifest from Chrome, so I recommend you use that also. Okay, since we are working in Next.js, we need another parameter here, but if you're working in React, you can also add this. This will only help you. So there's another parameter called action or actions, I believe. Wait, yeah, it's action. So action contains another object, and this will have a value called a key called default pop-up, I think. Yeah, default pop-up, and here we're going to specify index.html. So what we are saying here is that the default pop-up, that is if you go to Chrome and if you have any extension, like I have this ad blocker here, if I click on this, this thing comes up, right? This window. So this is the default pop-up that comes up. So we are saying, hey Chrome, like the default pop-up that should open up should be rendered from index.html. All right, so another thing I want to share is that in Next.js you don't have a index.html file by default. Like if you search the project there, you won't find that. But in React there is an index.html. So when you build the app, it automatically boils it down to index.html, CSS and JavaScript. But in Next.js you won't find that. So we will deal with that next. Okay, so if we get back to our points, we have completed the first and second step, which is same in both React and Next.js. So the third command, if you see, they are different. So if you are using plain React, then basically you don't have to do anything. Just create a build of your app and using npm run build or any other command that you have, and just wait for the next step. Just creating a simple build will do for you. But if you're in Next.js, I just told you that we don't have an index.html file there, right? So we have to add a custom build command in Next.js which does that for us. So yeah, let's do that. So I have the command written over here, so don't worry, this looks scary, but I will explain what it does. So basically it contains 4 commands. So I have written it down here for next build, next export, and 2 other commands. So basically the first one is next build, which is quite simple. It creates a build of your project. And the second one is next export. So this is an important command. It takes that build of your project and compiles it down to an optimized index.html, CSS and JavaScript. So this is where we get our index file. Okay, so the third command is move this to this. So basically what we are saying is when we create a build of our app, we create an out folder, and inside the out folder there is an underscore next folder. So we are renaming that underscore next to simply next. And in the third command, we are copying our manifest file which we have in our extension right now, this file. We are copying this file into our out folder. That's it. That's all we have to do. So you will understand once we go through this build command. For now, just copy this and add it in your package.json. So in package.json, whatever your build command is, just replace that and add this. All right. So as you guess, we will run this. So npm run build. So if you call this npm run build, it will internally call this command. As you can see, it comes up over here. And now it will do all those things for us that I just explained. Okay, our build command is completed, and as you can see, the out folder is created for us. And if you go inside that, you can see that the next folder is renamed, which is not underscore next, it is simply next, and our manifest file that we had here is being copied to this folder. All right, pretty simple. So this is just an extra step that you have to do in Next.js. In plain React, yeah, you don't have to do anything, just run npm run build, that's it. Okay, we have completed the first 3 commands. Next is the final step. We just have to load that extension in our browser. Okay, so to do that, click on your extensions tab. If you don't have it here, go to the options and click on extensions and manage extension. All right, so I only have 2 extensions right now, but to add a new extension that is not in the Chrome store, you need to turn on the developer mode. It should be on the top right of your extensions window, and by doing that you will see 3 more options added to us, which is, first one is load unpack. Click on that, and like the out folder that we created using our build command, go to that folder and just select it. That's all you have to do. And if you refresh this, you will see your extension, it is loaded. It says extension tutorial over here, and the version is 0.0.1. okay, so now if you go to your default tab and click on this extensions button over here, you will see that your extension is listed here, and just pin it. If you pin it, it will come on the top. And now I'm going to click it, and you see our text, whatever that is being shown here, and our default pop-up, that is index.html, is also there. Okay, so finally, if you want to do any change in your extension, like modify some text or whatever, you want to add new functionality, and you want to make an update in your browser, so basically just make a change and simply run that command again, and it will create another out folder for you and do all the things. And simply go in your extension tabs and create this, click this refresh button. So this will reload it from the file, whatever you specified, and it will add the updated extension for you over here. So this video is already getting very long, so I think we should stop here. And this is how you create basic extensions. So in next video, we are going to talk about service workers and content strips. So these topics will take some time, so that's why I decided to break this into 2 parts, and this next part will release next week at the same time. So subscribe for those, and like this video if you enjoyed it or learned something new. And I hate to break it in 2 videos, but don't worry, these 2 topics are very good, and you will be excited for what's coming next. You can by adding these 2 things, you can create pretty awesome extensions. So stay tuned for that, and cheers, I will see you in the next video.